Hello, 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 and welcome to HODL Harmony. That's the channel where the beat of the blockchain meets the rhythm of riches. Are you riding this crypto wave with me? Who am I? I am Tom Durante, the maestro, but a humble crypto enthusiast who got into this wild world back in 2020 with just a GPU mining rig and a burning passion for passive income. I'm bullish. What am I bullish on? I'm bullish on Bitcoin and Cardano, as well as some other things that I will hopefully be enjoying some profits on at some point in the future here, hopefully soon. What do you say? With my background in music and my music in the background, I bring a unique vibe to breaking down the crypto economy. Yeah, think of it as a soundtrack to your hodling journey. Here on HODL Harmony, expect videos on some sort of a regular schedule with market updates, simple technical analysis to read the charts, wallet guides to keep your coins safe, stories from my ongoing mining journeys, practical crypto tips, whether you're new or a seasoned hodler. I'm here to learn and grow with you. I may or I may not be a few years ahead of you on your journey, but as always, I'm no expert, just exceedingly passionate. So, as always, do your own research. Hello and welcome. Happy Monday to you. If you want to help out the channel in our mission of growth and education, there's a couple things I'll ask of you. Growing we are doing, of course. 6,025 subscribers. If it wants to focus, there it is. We got some watch hours and things like that. Look at this. Look at us go. You know, everything seems to be down a little bit, you know, it's all good. My shorts are not doing so great, but I'm also not spending money to advertise with YouTube. And wouldn't you know, they've been calling me up. Hey, don't you want to spend some money with us? Well, you know, I would if I didn't, you know, need a new job or whatever. And anyway, if you want to help out the channel in our mission of growth and education, there's a couple of things I'll ask of you. Number 1, hit that like button. Number 2, smash the subscribe. Number 3, poke the notification bell so you get notified whenever I have a cup of coffee. I mean, put out new content, duh. Number 4, share the show with everyone you know. Number 5, join the conversation on Discord. There's so many things. Number 6, become a patron on Patreon. I will drink to that. Coffee. All right, now that that's out of the way, let's get into some news. I'm just going to read it off the TV here. The crypto market cap holds $4 trillion. The global crypto market cap stabilized at $4.02 trillion, down slightly from $4.13 trillion, with $92 billion in trading volume as investors digest geopolitical developments, which we'll get to in a minute. Bitcoin stays near 118. Oh my God, you can't see that. Of course, wait a minute, I have to beam in the crew of the Enterprise. They're just standing there in stasis, waiting for me to hit the button. I'm off and running on the news already. Well, okay. Bitcoin stays near 118,000, near, relatively speaking, if you call 115,000, 118,000, near, holding steady despite Middle East tensions. Middle East? What? Eastern Europe tensions, with 247 million in spot Bitcoin ETF inflows supporting prices. Ethereum surpasses $4,500 for the what? How many times? Ethereum reached $4,507, up 1.26%, driven by $2.8 billion in spot ETF inflows and DeFi growth, with analysts eyeing $5,000. Are you excited? Solana ETF filings advance, and nobody cared. Solana ETF filings progressed. I did ask it for new stories, but, you know, I gotta have another talking to it, grogging to. Analysts maintaining a 90% approval odds by the end of the year, and I'm maintaining a 100% don't give a heck level for that. Trump's crypto push faces scrutiny. Trump's World Liberty Financial and Trump coin, meme coin, drew Senate Democrat criticism for potential foreign influence. Of course, they gotta go after him for something, with probes targeting his crypto ventures. Leave the guy the hell alone. How about that? Binance lists Wilder World, the Wild token. Binance Alpha launched a trading competition for Wilder World, offering 2.5 million tokens, driving retail interest. FTX $1.9 billion payout nears. The creditor distribution set for September 30th passed its August 15th record date, potentially boosting market liquidity. Sorry, just looking for how long I've been on here. OBS is not telling me. Oh, there it is, 11 minutes. Okay, anyway, just checking. Checking my timeline here. Okay, so we've got a couple of stories here. Two, because I asked it specifically for Peace Talk updates, so it gave me one of those. Bitcoin mining stories. Mining hash rate peaks. Global Bitcoin mining hash rate hit a record 750 exahash, driven by US miners like CleanSpark, despite a projected August difficulty drop. Winklevoss twins expand mining. The Winklevoss twins' American Bitcoin mining firm, backed by Trump's sons, acquired a Nevada facility aiming to compete with top miners. There you have it. I don't know why it needs to tell us, but I guess it's interesting that it's backed by Trump's sons. I don't know why that's in there, but you know, Grok is doing whatever it's doing here. All right, so we've got on Friday, I'm pretty sure it was Friday, we had some breaking news on the world stage where Putin came over to Alaska and talked some peace talks with Trump. That was a big deal. I think it sent us a little bit of a tear. We have just not seen the price action that we need to be seeing. Okay, we're just not seeing it. That's what I say. But let's see what we got here. Peace talks impact crypto sentiment. The Washington, D.C. peace talks on August 18th involving Zelensky, European leaders, and Trump to negotiate Russia-Ukraine peace sparked cautious optimism in crypto markets. That sounds about right. Posts on X suggest investors are hedging with Bitcoin, viewing it as a safe haven amid geopolitical uncertainty. Though no direct crypto policy emerged from the talks. That's because they're not talking about crypto. They're talking about world peace. Thanks, Grok. What do you say to that? All right, the top 5 crypto gainers today. BNB up 3.8% on Binance ecosystem growth. Yo, what's up, Dragon's Den? Ethereum up 1.25%, rose on ETF inflows and DeFi strength. Solana up 1%, gained on ETF filing process and DEX volume, and still, nobody cares. At least I don't. XRP up almost a whole percent, up on ETF speculation and SEC case closure. Cardano up 0.6%, rose on midnight light paper and ecosystem upgrades, and just generally being the best. Sorry. Bias is strong around here. Top 5 crypto losers. Aptos down 4.2%, fell with a token unlock, $11 million token unlock. Avalanche down 3.5%, declined after $38 million token unlock. Toncoin 3% down, dropped in a sell the news reaction. I think these are all the same. I need you to do better, Grok. Tron down 2%, eased despite 600 billion dominance. Polkadot down 1.8%, slipped on ecosystem slowdown. All right, let's see about when will crypto be taxed. Can it be taxed? Yeah, actually it is taxed. It already is taxed. We want it not to be taxed. Yeah, when you sell, it is taxed. We want it to not be taxed. Get rid of the capital gains tax, please. All right, here we go. A Bitcoin trivia question, personality based, as in a person. Which early Bitcoin early Bitcoin developer known for creating the first Bitcoin faucet in 2010, which I wish I knew about a lot sooner, just saying, that gave away 5 Bitcoin per user. Imagine if you still had just one of those. Later became a lead developer for Bitcoin Core before stepping away in 2016, before all the drama began. So early Bitcoin developer, known for creating the first Bitcoin faucet. Later became a lead developer for Bitcoin Core before stepping away. That's a great question. Leaving crypto in a trust. Probably inheritance tax. I mean, there's just too much tax in general. So as you mull or Google over that trivia question, really, I don't care. It's just for fun. So you do what you want to do. As I said to the students, if you're cheating, you're only cheating yourself. It's just for fun anyway. All right, so here is our dual screen. Look at that. It's so cool. It's so efficient. I love it. All right, so Bitcoin is sitting pretty. Let's see. We dropped a little bit. That's a pretty big wick down there. So maybe it looks like we're hitting a peak. We're gonna see a little bit of down action. And this blue line here was what I had set. Gavin Anderson, you are cheating yourself. Gavin Anderson is the answer. Good answer, good answer. Even if you did Google it, it's okay. Some people are just addicted to winning. It's okay. So remember this thick blue line I set way back somewhere over here. When we broke resistance, I was like, look, we broke this resistance, boom, and it's going to turn into support. Well, we're testing the support. Look at that. We're testing it, and it's testing my patience, but other than that, we're testing the support, right? We dropped down a little bit for a few hours here. I just have this on an hourly candle. And of course, we're testing support. Gotta do it from time to time. But yeah, so that's what that blue line is. It's our support levels. And so yeah, we're, every time we test the resistance or support, it gets stronger. And so there you have it. We have tested support. And so ADA doing its thing. Look at that big wick. We got some big wicks down, so that's not great. It's not great. Hopefully we get some good news out of this DC Peace Talk Summit so that we can move on with our lives and get some crypto going. That's what we want. All right, our change. Oh, I never did anything yesterday. So let's look at this over the week. Dow Jones. Let's just look at it over the day. We'll get back to the week as we get through the week here and have hopefully some price action to talk about. If you lose your wallet key phrase, but the wallet was left to you in a will. These are great questions. I don't know. I'm not a tax expert. I don't claim to be. Well, that's good. They all seem to be pleased with their meeting. But yeah, so I'm not sure what you're asking. If you lose the wallet phrase, but you left it to somebody, well then if nobody has access to it, then nobody can get it. So I don't know. Put it into Grok. We'll see what Grok says. Or maybe I will. Let's try it out. Now I gotta do a new one. What'd you say? In a trust. Boom. What are the tax implications? Let's get a quick answer. What are the tax implications of leaving crypto to someone in a will or trust? Leaving cryptocurrency in a will. Estate tax, of course. What is it? How much is it? You bought 1 Bitcoin for $10,000. Oh my God, imagine that. At your death, it's worth $60,000. That's horrible. It's not worth $60,000. They sell it for 65. So they got it for 60,000. That's their cost basis. So it's taxed on their cost basis. An income tax. There's so many taxes. Revocable trust. Okay. Using a cryptocurrency, a trust, can have different tax implications, depending on the type of trust. Gift tax. I mean, the government will tax you just because you breathe the wrong way. I'm just saying. No. Grok is far superior. Just saying. Capital gains tax. Other considerations. State tax. If you live in a place that hates people. There you go. Consult a professional. Alright, let's get on with it here. Nope. Alright, let's see what the top 10 or 20 cryptos have been doing today. Bitcoin up a little bit, 116 right now. I don't know if I said that earlier. $116,398. Ethereum 4,300. XRP $3. Is that one of my price targets? Do I get to sell some XRP? Let's look. This is a good little jam. XRP $3. We already hit that price target, so I already sold some. So I'm holding out for $4 as my next price target. I should probably set some higher price targets because I think it's going to go higher than that. All right. BNB 846, Solana 183. I should have sold that crap when it was 500 at the beginning of the year. Okay, I don't know why we have staked ether up here. This needs to go away, please go away. Ethereum, it's like, it doesn't even make any sense. Dogecoin 22 cents. Is that a price target? I don't think that's a price target. Okay, has to be a sizable estate to get taxed. Good to know. Dogecoin. Dogecoin. Okay, at $1. I have my first price target at $1, so hopefully it hits that. 92 cents. I'm just hoping Cardano gets over $1 and stays there. That would be great, don't you say? Well, meme coins stay around because a lot of people are addicted to gambling. And so they think that they can buy a coin for 0.00002 cents and it'll go up to $1 because Elon said so. You know, so that's why a lot of meme coins are out there. Dogecoin happens to be one of it's the second most mined coin next to Bitcoin. So it puts out a lot of Dogecoin just from being mined every day. So I think it's losing its appeal as a meme coin. You know, it still has it just from the name and just from the recognition. It's like probably the top meme coin. Yeah, culture casinos. Yeah, people want to gamble with their money, you know, like Josh, except he's, you know, decent at poker. But, you know, people take chances with their money and that's what they want. I prefer to stick with things that have more reliable chances. All right, Hedera, 24.5 cents. Bitcoin Cash, $570. Litecoin, $118. We're going to just talk about it because people are talking about it. All right, so there you have it. Wrapped Bitcoin. Why would you buy Bitcoin on Ethereum when you could just buy Bitcoin on Bitcoin? All right, our Fear and Greed Index dipping into neutral territory at 53. Our altcoin season is at 44, almost halfway. I honestly do. Doge is a copy of Litecoin. Miners can dual mine both chains. I did see that. Yeah, I've looked into that a little bit. Curious, do you think Ethereum is going to die? Yes, I used to really be a proponent of ETH. ETH was what I first got into. I have my little ETH token right here. Yeah, ETH. But I'm a bigger proponent now of ETH Classic, just because it follows the true to code and it is still mined, which I feel like gives things more credibility if they're actually mined. But yeah, I do think ETH is going to die, and it's going to be replaced by Cardano, basically. Because everything ETH can do, Cardano can do better. Let's see. Can meme coins be used in a practical way, such as the way ADA is being used in Ethiopia? Okay. Well, ADA is definitely not a meme coin. ADA is a layer 1 token. I guess meme coins can be a layer 1 token. But yeah, ADA has utility to it because of things like being used as currency in Ethiopia and many other places. And the voting and stuff that's capable on the token, delegating your voting power and stake pools and all that good stuff. I think ADA does staking right, as much as you can do staking right. What happened to my windows? I keep accidentally closing my windows here. There we go. So yeah, I mean, I think Dogecoin has some legitimate use, because now it's being mined. It's no longer just a meme coin. Back in 2021, I remember the guys that I was talking with at school that I worked at then were just buying it because it was, a silly thing that was trending, and we're gonna make a lot of money because it's like a penny or whatever. And I think they did well as long as they sold at the right time, relative to when they bought. But yeah, I mean, I just don't see it as being relevant too much. Let's see. I want to see if maybe I have to pay for some stuff here. Spot market, price, market cap, volatility, futures, on-chain metrics. Let's see. Okay, ADA. Okay, so I want to start looking more at ADA on some of this stuff if we can get anything. Realized volatility. Let's see what we got here. I'm just kind of exploring some of these things that I got here. I love the questions, Mr. Roman. Realized volatility. Some of these I have to upgrade to. Futures, open interest, funding rates, liquidation. I don't really know what I'm looking at, but I'm just looking to see if I can see anything. Nope, everything's behind a paywall, except for the price. Market cap. Okay, let me see that, at least. Let's see, so what are we looking at? Yeah, this is a pretty decent timeline. So market cap, what is it? Market cap and price. Okay, so that's ADA. And of course the Bitcoin difficulty staying pretty steady. I'm hearing things about it dropping, but who knows? We'll see what happens. Okay. Oh yeah, I think that goes there. Okay. So have we overtaken anything? No, we haven't. What if Uncle Sam decides to full-on support crypto, fully adopt it? What would that future look like? That is what we are all hoping for. That is the future that we are hoping for, that will come about. The only downside is if they decide that they want to make a CBDC, a central bank digital currency, which would probably be a bad thing. If it goes the route of China or something like that, where they start to give you a social credit score and things like that. The meme where it says the people who are like $30 billion in debt are giving you a credit score. Yeah. So I just find it, a little offensive that they think they can tell us how we're doing in their eyes. Well, you know what? Piss off. But yeah, so I think that's the way that we're heading. There's, compared to 2021, there are an incredible amount of people in government congressmen, senators, maybe even governors, and certainly Congress people on, oh, that bill did pass, okay, anti-CBDC. But there's a number of people in government, local and federal, that support crypto. And the more that we tell them that we want them to support it, I think the better off that future will get. So that will never happen in the USA because they passed the anti-CBDC bill. So that's great. It's been enshrined into law. And that's what we want to see. We want common sense things that will support our goals to be sovereign individuals. I would like to see Bitcoin sitting up here at number 1 with, let's just say a modest $35 trillion market cap. That's all I want. Is that so much to ask? I don't think so. I think that's a future that will come about relatively soon. In, the next 10 years or so, we will see Bitcoin overtake gold's market cap. The more that people value it and see what it can do. Let's see, where was that? I don't remember how I got to that. Let's see how I got to that. Assets, no. Asset market caps. Yeah, this is kind of what I'm looking for, but more in a graph style. If you remember where to get that, government changes over, which is, I got something in front of my window. I can't see my chats. Oh wait, I can pop them out. Let's pop it out. Pop it out. Oh, dang it. Oh, dang it. As the government changes over, which is why we need term limits. Oh yeah. Perhaps even more support will be there as younger generations come into Congress. That is something that we should do. More younger people need to be in government because there are so many, like you said, term limits. I don't remember where to get this. I see it all over the place, but I don't remember where I got it. This is kind of like it, but it's got more stuff on it. Let's see if I can get to it. Global ranking. Dang it. All assets. Is this it? Nope. I know you guys have seen this chart where it's just a bunch of squares that talk about, or that show the different market cap of various assets in a, like a square view. I've shown it before, but I should have bookmarked it. Channel stuff. I just don't know where it went. Let's see. Crypto apps. Anyway, so I remember if looking at that and saying if Bitcoin took like 1 trillion from each of these markets, then oh, what a wonderful world it would be. It would be like a $35 million market cap. Dang it. I don't remember where to get that. What is this? That's not what I'm looking at. Anyway, I'll go and try and find it when I'm not live. Global wealth by asset class? Yeah, kinda. Yeah, I think I've looked in my history. I don't know. I'll find it and pull it up another time. Anyway, off we go. Search terms are all down, which is just so wild. It's just been a roller coaster of down, a little bit of excitement, and then more down. This was an exciting week, the end of July. All right, our crypto apps taking a nosedive, 300 in the App Store. That's a top signal, remember. Let's see here. Yeah, so what's been going on with strategy? Let me know in the comments, in the live chat here. Do you guys hold the MicroStrategy stock? Is that something that you're into? Because I've heard that it's kind of, I saw something on X that the dividend payment has dropped significantly. People were talking like, oh yeah, I'm going to just live off of dividends. Just buy Bitcoin. That's all you got to do. That's all you got to do. All right. So, weekly haul, Ethereum holdings past 6 billion, strategy, Bitcoin stack. So yeah, I mean, they just keep buying Bitcoin, but something's going on with their stock. Maybe it's just the overall market kind of taking a dive because of these peace talks and stuff like that. All right. Let's go over to X here. What's going on? Crypto traders, bearish on Bitcoin. Yeah, okay, whatever. Come see me in a couple of weeks when everything's taken off. Yeah, so MicroStrategy been down a little bit. MicroStrategy is a company that we're talking about. Michael Saylor been buying up Bitcoin, and so he was the first Bitcoin, what'd they call it? Bitcoin Reserve Company or something like that, where they held it on their balance sheet, and basically they just held Bitcoin and made money because Bitcoin went up, and so that's what they're talking about. Other derivative companies now with him too. Yeah, I'm just not into stocks anymore. I was into stocks and I'm just not into them anymore. All right, my Bitcoin node is syncing up. Like I said, I haven't had time to start looking at another one, but I wanna finish this up, and I just want to let it do its thing. I don't want to mess with it. So just maybe an hour ago or so, I turned everything off out of an abundance of caution, because there were some really big lightning strikes really close to my house. Let me see. I went out to video it. Let's see if I got anything here. Give it a second here. Give it a second. It's rain. It's coming. It was just one, thankfully. There were two. One of them really close. Let's see if you can see this. Dang it. It's gonna flash. Dang it! That was a little bit further away than the first one. First one, I was sitting here trying to record some music, and it just went, and I was like, oh my God, what the heck happened? So I ran out, first I ran out and put my camera outside so I could record it, because I just like recording the rain and lightning. And then I was like, hey, I should probably turn off my mining equipment and my car that's charging. So I turned everything off out of an abundance of caution. So that just had a little reset. It just kind of went off for a little bit, half an hour, maybe an hour. Yeah, half an hour. And then I turned it back on. So well, there you have it. All right, let's briefly go through some stuff that I bookmarked on X. This was a pretty cool little story. Both of my kids already own a gold coin and a Cardano wallet that started with 10,000 ADA each. Thanks to staking, my older daughter's wallet has grown to 12,000 ADA. Wow. When they turn 21, I'll hand them the keys along with a full Bitcoin each. Building generational wealth is the goal. What the heck? What the heck? What the heck? Multiple thousands of ADA, which will be multiple thousands of dollars, and a full Bitcoin. Alexandra Huck, give me a call. I would like a Bitcoin, please. What the heck? Great, good for you. I'm so happy. But really, I just want a Bitcoin. this chart right here, this is the one that I'm looking at, but for all the other assets like real estate and whatever else. It's kind of creepy. I'm just being honest. It's kind of creepy looking at the abyss down here. Like, look at that. It's like Bitcoin, everything else, and then whoa, I'm getting a little vertigo looking down there because that is deep right there. She's my mama too. Yeah, something. I don't know. I'm not saying I don't even know who it is. Determined dreamer, a book addict. Well, there you go. It's a match made in heaven. A book addict, culture seeker, entrepreneur, a girl who believes in crypto. You know what they say. If a girl wants to talk to you about crypto, you should block him. That one never gets old. It never gets old. White House meeting. Today, Trump meet with Zelensky and European leaders to discuss the Russia-Ukraine peace deal. So this is why crypto's dumping? Why? Because they're just like trying to figure out, anytime there's uncertainty in the market, they're like, oh, what's going on? That's what I was thinking, Roman. They're going to blow through that money. And if they don't have the financial literacy, so she should just give it to me. I just want 1 Bitcoin, okay? Is that so much to ask? 1 Bitcoin, you're not even going to miss it if you're just giving it to your kids. Don't give your kids money. Just don't. Make them earn it themselves. Like we all had to. Okay? I'm no trust fund baby. I had to make it myself. You know? I had to make it myself. My dad jokes, and maybe he's not joking. He's like, you want your kids to do better than you, but when he bought a house and a car in the same week, okay, now you're just showing off. 2021 was a great year for me, and it kind of was all right up until this point. And so this is the point where things are getting difficult, but this is the point where it's going to make or break me, and I'm not going to let it break me. You know, I didn't get to this point by being weak. So this is the part. Difficulty is going to make me stronger. So here we go. I'll drink some coffee to that. So, leverage flush. Nothing goes up in a straight line except for Bitcoin. ETH pumped 50% in 2 weeks, while alts pumped 50 to 100%. This resulted in people opening high leverage positions, and now exchanges are flushing them out. Once it's over, big money will buy the dips as a price reversal will start. Rate cut odds. 1 week ago, there was a 100% probability of a September rate cut. Now it's at 80%. The market is now pricing it in, and so a dump is happening. So we're gonna, this is typically what happens. What do we, buy the news or whatever, sell the news, something like that. Sell the news, buy the rumor, sell the news. That's what it is. So like we got the rumors happening and people are buying the rumor and causing the price to do what it's going to do, selling the rumor, whatever it is that they're doing to the market, they're doing it. So everything's red, and that sucks. But something funny. Where is it? Where am I? Can I go to my account? I really don't know how to use social media. It's kind of funny. I just really don't. Like, it's just different on here than it is on my phone. So I go to my replies. I think going forward, my replies are going to be funnier than my bookmarks. Sorry. I have 2 accounts, so sometimes I save things. I didn't even listen to this, but it's funny. Okay. Okay. Yeah. So my replies. La Petite has been coming up in my. Is it coming back hard right now? Yo! Thank you for the update, Dragon's Den. Sorry for the outburst there, but I'm excited. 93.5 cents. That's very exciting. What did I say? Oh, she said something. Yeah, there we go. La Petite. We are in a crypto bull market. I'm supposed to be the only red on your feed, so stop selling. I said, I'd prefer it if you were the only red on my screen. I can't type anymore, and I woke up and I just saw that. So on my screen, but unfortunately not, and I'm crying. So yeah, she's been blowing up my algorithm lately, and I'm not upset about it. Let's see. Argentinians taught Fernando Nick the most important thing about Bitcoin, and that's that they don't give a shit about the philosophy. No Austrian economics, no sovereignty speeches, no fix the money, fix the world. Just how do I stop losing 10% a month? That's kind of where we're going to be soon. The revolution needs people desperate enough to try something different. Buenos Aires. Orange pilled me harder than any white paper ever could have. And that's kind of where that's like the future of the dollar, basically. We're just holding it off as long as we can. Once you see it, you can't unsee it. Bitcoin versus inflation. $100 in 2020 is $76 now. $100 in Bitcoin is $1,201 now. So that's pretty cool. And we really haven't even started this market. Like, it's been all year. And we're still fighting to get above 120. Like, it was supposed to be boom 120, boom 140, boom 150, boom 180. Like, I'm starting to rethink my $250,000 price target, but it'll get there eventually. I just don't know about this market cycle. It's unfortunate, but it is what it is. Okay, this is a really good one right here, and it kind of describes me, which is, I will do things without a plan. I will build something like this desk. I did not have a plan for it. I just built it. I started building it and I made it. It ain't perfect. I wouldn't sell it. It's not perfect by any stretch of the imagination. But I did it. I needed something and I did it. And now I have it. And so ugly action beats perfection. Because look, it's perfect. But this one's not perfect. But guess what? That person got over the wall. This person did not get over the wall on their own ladder. Maybe they climbed up on this one. But yeah, so do something. Go out and do something. Make some action. You want to run a bookstore? You go and do it. You want to run a piano business? You go and do it. And damn the consequences. Damn the haters. Right? Damn the challenges. Just go and do it. Is it going to be perfect? No. Not by any stretch of the imagination. But if you do it, one rung at a time, you will get where you want to go. You'll wake up one morning and your life will have changed overnight. That's a great way to look at it. Now that it's well and truly past, I thought I might get a laugh out of this. This year's birthday steak. I don't eat cake. Keep it simple. Stick to the signal. Birthday steak. That sounds pretty good. Could happen that fast, yeah. Monthly ADA candles spell parabolic move incoming. $5 to $7 is not off the table for the next 4 months. Last cycle from November to February, prices rose 1,500% in 4 months. For ADA to hit $8, price would only have to rise half that at 745%. Do you think that's crazy or possible in a parabolic alt season? I think it's possible, and I also think that 1,500% is still likely. Right? Even if it's 1,000%, my price target for ADA, I don't care what happens with Bitcoin. I've got my HODL bag set and packed and never touching it. As far as I'm concerned, in the next 10, 20 years, I've got my bags packed for Bitcoin and I'm not touching them. I'm going to add to them. That's why I keep mining. That's all this stuff that I keep doing. But ADA, I've got my bags packed. But, I might take some profits. I still have a HODL bag of ADA that I may not touch, and the night distribution that I get, I will probably not touch that. I've been listening to a lot of Crypto Crow, and he's saying the same thing. He wants to be a dust dealer. I just finished that video. It's last week's video, but I just finished it yesterday. He was reading your chat, Dragon's Den, and yeah, so he was talking about being a dust dealer, and that's the way that it's going to work out. Basically you're providing liquidity to the midnight ecosystem, and it's just still so crazy that Charles Hoskinson and the team did Cardano and they worked on it for 10 years, and now that it's basically done, and they set it free, they pushed it out of the nest and let it fly, and they're just right on to the next thing. They're making another layer one that's going to change the world even more than ADA. And so if you don't have night tokens, you need to get on it. Get that claim going if you hold any of those eligible things, and get on there, because as amazing as ADA is going to be, midnight is going to be even more amazing. So there you have it. There. I don't know if I don't know if Butters is still here, but the evolution of trash from 1995 to 2025. In regards to the question, do you think ETH will die? Yes, I do think ETH will die. It is trash, unfortunately, because they are in the camp of do things fast and break stuff instead of do things right the first time, like ADA. Which kind of contradicts what I just said about this. Do things fast, but like you can still, this is still doing it right, because guess what? You got it over the wall. It doesn't have to be perfect, but I don't know. There's a couple different ways to do things. I think ETH is not going well. Look at this garbage. Speaking of garbage, someone just launched a coin and used the price action to draw an image of a dog on the chart. Now that's art. Okay, that's artwork that I can appreciate. That's kind of funny. How do you do that? Obviously, it's a closed system. Nobody else was buying the stuff. But look at that. It's crazy. I think we're going to end on that. Is there anything else here? Yeah, here we go. Speculator versus Bitcoin. The speculator says, I hope the price goes up soon. The Bitcoiner says, I hope the price stays this low until my next paycheck. Unfortunately, I'm not getting a next paycheck. I mean, I do. I work for myself, so those are my paychecks. What is this? Me chilling. Blah, blah, blah. Okay, here we go. In 1950, an $8,000 home was equal to 200 ounces of gold. In 2025, the average home is equal to 150 ounces of gold. Homes are 25% cheaper now once you remove the real problem, the US dollar. The problem isn't home prices. It's the failure of the denominator. Your so-called money is failing. Built in 1950, sold originally for $8,000 for sale. The asking price is $1.1 million. That's crazy. 1,400 square feet, 3 beds, 2 baths. That's crazy. Crazy. All right, let's check in here one more time at our rising prices. I was like, oh great, I'm going live and now everything's dumping. But look at that turnaround. I love that turnaround. You just never know what's going to happen in this market. You just never know. All right, well, I think that's about it for tonight. And what I did the other day, when I go off, if there are still people in watching, I'm going to soak up a little bit more watch hours from you. So, close the window if you don't, if you're done and you're done watching. But if you want to help me get some more watch hours, I'm going to leave those open. I don't think that those ad campaigns did anything for me. I don't see any indication that it did anything, but I'm going to read them again anyway. Let's just read through these real quick, just in case it did something, because I'm pretty sure I meet the requirements, but I'm not sure. So this is for Rumble. If you haven't already, make sure you download the Rumble app. It's free, it's simple to use, and the best way to stay connected to the content you want. Once you've got it, search for my channel, HODL Harmony, and hit follow. That way, you'll get a notification every time I go live. No missed shows, no extra steps. You can grab it right now using the link in the description or pinned in the live chat. Download it to your phone, and you're ready to go. And if you prefer watching on the big screen, Rumble is available on all major streaming devices and smart TVs. Just search for Rumble, follow the channel, and be a part of the action. I'll be right there. Yo, Glitch Cut, hi bye. Don't forget, rewind is a thing. You can go back and watch this. All right, one more here, just in case it actually pays out for me. That would be really cool. I'm looking forward to getting monetized. I'm already monetized on Rumble, so YouTube, get it together. All right, look. Most of the world today is designed to be safe, to be easy, to give you a cheap dopamine hit without any real effort or risk. But where's the challenge in that? Where is the real reward? If you're looking for an arena with real stakes, you need to know about Entropia Universe. This isn't just another game. It's a massive multiplayer online universe with a real cash economy. That means every single item, from the ammo you use to the armor you craft, has tangible value tied directly to the US dollar. This is the digital frontier. It is a true free market where you can hunt creatures, mine for resources, and manufacture goods, then sell them to other players for cash that you can withdraw right to your bank. It's a grind, it's a high risk, but the rewards are real. We're talking about players hitting jackpots worth thousands of dollars from a single loot drop. This isn't for the faint of heart. This is for the hustlers, the entrepreneurs, the people willing to bet on themselves and build a digital enterprise. If you think you have what it takes to compete in an economy with real consequences, prove it. Go to joinentropia.com and start your journey. That's www.joinentropia.com. And that is a game. Oops, there's my Discord link. That is a game that I have played for over 15 years. So that's wild that came up in my ad reads. And Rumble is great. I'm transitioning to Rumble. That's why I've been dual streaming. I'm using Rumble Studio to stream my stuff. I just clicked it, that's why. So there you go. This is Entropia Universe. You can do stuff on there and learn about things, and it's kind of fun. It's pretty fun. You go in there, but you got to stay up with it, because if you leave your account for too long, you will get wiped out, deleted, ended. That's okay. All right, so check this out. On my end screen, I'm not ending right away, but I'm just showing you on my end screen, I put this little chart right here. Maybe I can make it a little bit bigger. I just didn't want to get in the way of my other stuff. There you go. Yeah, so the other day, whatever, a couple days ago when I ended, I put this up, and people, if you're still on here, there we go. We'll go for that. If you're still on here when I sign off, you get to watch the charts. So that way it's at least something happening. So that's pretty cool. You can check that out, because I'm just going to leave it going. If I see people in here still, I'm just going to leave it going. So anyway, if you want to help out humanity in our mission of evolution, there's a couple things that I will ask of you. Number one, be patient with yourself. The person in the mirror is truly the only person who you should look out for. Look out for number one. Number two, be respectful of other people. Hard stop. Even if you think they don't deserve it, that's when you should be more respectful to them. It really messes with their heads, just to clarify. Number three, be honorable to all earthlings, big and small. Number four, as always, your body is mostly coffee. Get your daily dose and stay caffeinated. Water. Stay hydrated, water, all that good stuff. If you want to help out the channel in our mission of education and growth, there's a couple things that I will ask of you. Number one, hit that like button. Number two, smash the subscribe. Number three, poke the notification bell so you get notified whenever I drink coffee or put out new content. Number four, share the show with everyone you know. That'll help us grow for show. Number five, join the conversation on our free Discord. Number six, become a patron over on Patreon. It's pretty cheap. It's not free, but it is pretty cheap. Oh, my counter started over. That's okay. Typically about 3,000 sats every episode. All right. If you've done all those things, and I know you haven't, but that's okay. I forgive you. You're only human. Only a simple human. If you've done all those things, once you've done all those things, there's only one thing left for you to do. Aren't you so excited? For the multiverse, for the universe, for the galaxy itself, for the solar system and the planet. Now that we're down to Earth, for your country, your city, your community, your block, your street, your house, and your room, the most important thing for you to do for yourself and all of the other people encompassed in all of those other locations is have a great night, and I will see you tomorrow. I'm waking up early. I'm doing it. It's time to get on it. Time to get on that grind. I got no time to waste. Enjoy looking at the charts for a few minutes while I wait for you all to go away. Good night. See you in the morning.